So let's dive into a thought experiment that is, well, honestly, it's pretty terrifying, but it's all grounded in real science. We're going to ask, what would happen if the single most important defense our entire planet has just vanished?
And we're not going to waste any time. What if that invisible shield, the one that's protecting all life on this planet, just switched off? Not in 1,000,000 years, not even in 1,000. What if it happened tomorrow? What would that actually look like?
You know, it really does sound like something out of science fiction, doesn't it? But it is absolutely real. Right now, as you're sitting there, there's this massive bubble of pure energy surrounding you, surrounding everything. It's this silent, invisible shield that's constantly defending you, me, and every living thing from a deadly storm raging in space.
Now, this shield, it's not magic. It's actually generated by the churning molten iron deep down in our planet's core. That movement creates a magnetic field that stretches thousands of miles out into space, and its one and only job is to fend off that storm. But, and this is the really unsettling part, this shield isn't permanent. It moves, it fluctuates, and scientists have confirmed it is weakening right now.
So to really get a grip on what we stand to lose, first we have to understand the battle that's being fought for us, over our heads, every single second of every single day. This is the story of our shield versus the cosmic storm.
That storm, it comes from our own sun. See, the sun isn't just this gentle ball of light in the sky, it's a raging nuclear furnace, and it's constantly blasting out this stream of charged particles. We call it the solar wind, and it's moving at over 1,000,000 miles per hour. It is an incredibly fast, relentless force.
And if you want to know what's at stake, this right here says it all. Without our magnetic shield, that solar wind would literally sandblast our planet. I mean, it would strip away our atmosphere, boil our oceans, and irradiate the surface until Earth was just another dead rock floating in space. And if you want a real-world example, we just have to look at our neighbor, Mars, a planet that lost its shield, and with it, any real chance for life. You know, it's funny, we look up at the night sky and we see the aurora, the northern lights, and we think, wow, how beautiful, how peaceful. But it's not peaceful at all. What you're actually seeing is the visible evidence of a violent, invisible war happening just over your head. It's our magnetic field deflecting a deadly solar storm. That beautiful light show, it's the front line of the battle for our planet's survival. Okay, so now we understand the players in this fight. Let's start the clock on our scenario. The shield fails tomorrow. What happens hour by hour as our world completely unravels?
The collapse would be, well, it would be shockingly fast. Within the very first day, we'd go from a perfectly normal world to absolute chaos. We are talking about losing all navigation, every satellite, all power, and that's all before the deadliest effects even really begin to kick in. It would be this just terrifying cascade of failures, one thing triggering the next. It begins at 0 hour. The dynamo in Earth's core just stutters, and the field collapses. First, compasses just stop working. Your phone's GPS? Gone. Every single airliner and cargo ship is instantly lost at sea or in the air. Minutes later, the solar wind slams into our unprepared satellites, frying them completely. The internet, global finance, all communications, poof, gone. Hours after that, the storm of particles hits our atmosphere, creating these massive electrical currents that surge through power lines on the ground, causing transformers to just explode all over the world. And then, the final domino falls. Deadly radiation, no longer blocked by anything, begins to rain down on the surface. I want you to think about this number for a second. 500 miles. That's the altitude where pretty much the entire backbone of our modern world operates. It's this silent, empty space where all of our communication, our navigation, our financial systems, that's where they live. And in our scenario, that zone becomes a graveyard in a matter of minutes. And here's the crucial thing to understand. This is not a rolling blackout. This is an instantaneous global event. Every single light on the planet goes out at the exact same time. And no power means no water pumps, no heat, no functioning hospitals. Civilization grinds to a complete and total halt, everywhere, at the same moment. The chaos of that first day is almost impossible to imagine. But when you step back from it, the scenario reveals something pretty profound about our place in the universe, and just how unbelievably delicate our existence really is. And really, it all comes down to this. We build these massive cities, we create amazing technology, we plan for the future, but our entire civilization, everything we've ever built, exists only because we assume this invisible, fragile shield will always be there. It's a shield we can't see, we didn't build, and we have absolutely no control over.
It's a really sobering thought, isn't it? This whole scenario is just a stark reminder that we live in this very special, protected little bubble in an otherwise incredibly hostile universe. It kind of makes you wonder, what other invisible forces are out there, quietly keeping our world intact? Let us know what you think. What if scenario should we tackle next? Thanks for watching.